So we're with Fabio Wardley here in Nottingham. Firstly, mate, how are we?
I'm good, bud. How's things?
I'm good, mate. Firstly, I just want to ask you a question, because obviously I know it can be a bit frustrating when you're in camp constantly and obviously not having a fight date. You kind of get frustrated about that sometimes.
It depends. I haven't had a fight date because I've had an injury for the past maybe 2, pushing on to 3 years, which I've just been kind of, putting a plaster on, just getting through. And I picked straight after my last fight as a point to get some surgery, get it fixed, get it sorted, and get myself back to 100%. So that's why I've been kind of missing for a while. So without a fight that I haven't really minded, because I haven't really been hunting for one. Not right now, or not right at that time. In these next kind of couple of weeks is when I'll be sticking it on Ed a bit more to go, okay, cool, when are we going now? I'm feeling good, it's all healed up, I'm ready to go, when's go time? So for me, the downtime's been nice, it's been good, it's been needed as well. My body's needed that little bit of break, that little bit of rest, and I've been back in the gym now for about 5+ weeks, training hard, back to normal, full schedule, full training, so we feel good. It's just in a couple of weeks time, once I've tested my arm a little bit more, a few more on different occasions, had a few sparring sessions and things, then I can go, all the boxes are ticked off now, Ed, where are we going, what's going on?
Obviously being back at the press conferences and stuff like that, does that give you that fire back to want to be back on the big stage? Yeah,
it's always fun. It's always nice to I like seeing the guys sit up here and they have their little jabs at each other, a little back and forth and stuff. It is always fun to do. It does make you miss it. I think fight night's the main one, where you hear the crowd and stuff, and there's a bit of a buzz, and you're going, oh, you kind of you wish you was on there. You get someone, just go get my gloves quickly, or go get me a pair of boots, like just something. But yeah, but also on the other side, it's nice to just be here as just a casual, just a fan, just to watch it and just enjoy it like everyone else.
Brilliant. I know obviously you said about the Nathan Gorman fight coming up for the British title. Obviously, what would it mean for yourself, obviously being British and obviously winning the British title?
Massive. I think it's such a prestigious title. Probably one coveted by most Brits when they're coming through the scene. It's one they want to tick off, even if they do want to go to World or they're coming straight out of the Olympics or whatever. A lot of them do want to tick that British title off somewhere in their career. And that is something I want to do as well. So it would be great for me to do. It's something I've been going on about for a while. So hopefully, like I say, it's all been agreed in terms of who I'm fighting and me fighting for it. That's done. The question marks are just when and where. That's all there, and it will happen before the end of the year. It's just obviously the little details of kind of when we do it and where we do it.
How kind of fast do you want to kind of progress your career? Obviously now you're obviously at the point now where you're fighting for a British, and obviously after that come big fights, come stepping up to world level. How fast kind of personally do you want to kind of your career to go?
I think that's the one. After the British title, that's when we start to get things really moving. Like, I eased into my career for obvious reasons. I had a different kind of start to the pro game than a lot of others. I had 4 white collar fights before I ever did anything, and then I turned pro. So I had a bit of a kind of acid testy start where just go on, get in boy, and try it out and see how you get on. And thankfully I've done pretty well so far. Hence why we took it a little bit slower in the beginning, in the earlier stages. But now, once I win that British title, and then it's time to get moving, it's time to get stuck into those big, them nice fights, and that's what I'm hunting for.
Brilliant. So obviously starting your career, I didn't know that. So you had 4 white collar fights. Did that kind of give you the fire to I want to get straight into boxing?
Yeah, it was the one that went, you know what, like I loved it. There's no buzz like this. I'd not found a buzz like this sport, so that's what kind of did it. And I had the opportunity come to me. Someone offered me a professional contract, and don't get me wrong, I was young, and I wasn't like, I definitely didn't have enough experience to be in the pro ranks, but I thought, like, when maybe this will never come around again if I say no now. So I'd rather say yes and then figure it out on the spot than say no and then sit at home 10 years and go, fuck, I wish I'd have gone for it. So, and that's how it went, and I've ended up here and I'm not doing too bad.
I'm going to finish on one question. So far in your career, who do you feel has given you the biggest learning fight so far?
Eric Molina was my hardest fight. No, I say hardest. It wasn't particularly a hard fight in terms of my body or took too much out of me, but it was learning. It was. I was in there with someone who knew how to survive, who was not very on it, he wasn't very forward, it was a bit tricky, he knew how to counter and return and stuff, and I had to learn in myself and to be more patient and relax and set things up and not rush it and not force it, and that taught me a lot to just kind of be more steady in your approach going into things when you're in with those kind of slippery fighters and things. So that was probably the biggest learning fight for me, most definitely.
Brilliant. Appreciate your time, mate, and I look forward to seeing the announcement of the big British title fight.
No worries, thank you, mate.